Hello.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What's good? It's the Jungle of Love podcast. With your boy. We're not coming here live. We're actually coming here edited now. Cause yeah, we got stuff. We got new stuff. All that good stuff. This is probably episode 2, right? Do I not know my 1s and 2s and 3s? Whatever. And whatever it may be. I'm not gonna lie. Boy is off of this right here. If you haven't ever had one of these cake bars.
Blow out the smoke. Blow out the smoke, bro. Go out, blow out the smoke. Oh, you hit that cake bar, bro. You hit that cake bar.
Yeah, nah, buddy, we on. So really, what I wanted to talk here about. Look at my English. I wanted to talk to y'all about is the controversy of what is a woman, and it's a little scary out here because I did search up the definition of a woman, just in case you're some type of alien and you just came down from planet Earth and this is your first time ever noticing or experiencing fucking planet Earth, and this is your very first time knowing what is a man or a woman, and the first person that you meet is just like, well, hello alien, you want to know about us, you could probably search it up on Google. And so as an alien, you go to Google and you search up what is a woman, the woman meaning, and the first thing you see is an adult female human being, right? You see it, a woman is an adult female human being. Okay, so you could ask yourself, what is a female? So then you go and you don't search it like that, but you say a female, of or denoting the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs, distinguished biologically by the production of gametes, ova, that can be fertilized by male gametes. Okay, here's the thing. You're an alien here on this planet, and you see somebody who they look like a woman, they look like one, but they're not. For some reason, you have noticed in your alien ways, or in your alien vision, that, hold up, wait a minute, park it for a second, that's not a woman, that's a man dressed as a woman, pretending to be a woman, calling themselves a woman, and yet we don't understand the definition of a woman. What is a woman? We know what a female is. Apparently we know what a female is, but the definition of a woman is, I guess, not tied. It's not tied to this, or it is, I guess, because if we knew the definition of a woman, then we would also know the definition of a female, and a female and a woman, I would assume, go hand in hand. It's a little crazy how we in this day and age, in this progressive age, that the idea of a woman is not a female, because and here's the thing, right? Let's say you go search up the definition of a man, and look, the first thing that you could get that could give you some instance of what a man is for instance, an adult male human being. It's a tall man with a beard entered the restaurant. Looking at that sentence, I'm like, alright, it's somebody who has a masculine feature. He can grow a beard. Oh, it's a he, because we don't really see too many females with beards, unless you're just one of those types of people. But we usually tend to correlate beard with masculinity. So we already know off the jump that this is a physical attribute of a male, of a masculine figure. And it's like, off jump of that, we know what a man is. A man is a masculine, more. It even says it here. Like, look at wherever the text is. It even says that it's a more dominant human being in society. Right here, look at that. A group or person in a position of authority over others, such as a corporate employee or the police. Somebody who's a little bit more dominant over the entire race. And it's a shame that we sometimes in this world we can't live up to that expectation now. But well, it's not even. We could call it an expectation, but just the little definition of who we are, like people that can't be easily swindled or swayed or pushed around. We're supposed to be the ones leading this nation, leading it to where it needs to be, and yet we're sometimes we want to take a step back because it's way too hard. The lava is way too hot. But there's nothing that we can do about it, because when it comes down to it, we're the ones that do, at the end of the day, have to take that control. Have to take control of the situation. It's a rocky, rough road, but we gotta build it, and then we gotta go out there, and we gotta pave it. We gotta go out there and pave it, you know? Like, we gotta go pave it. But, wouldn't it be weird or strange if, some men are switching over there because it's just too hard being a man? Like, that would be crazy, because if you really, Nikita Dragon, for instance, like, if you really deck yourself up, you could fool just about anybody. Like, you could fool, and they wouldn't even know, and you could really just be living the good life, like, as a female. Like, this man shit is hard. I might as well just go cut this off, cut that off, and live as I'll live as PC couch potato, or Dizzy Boy Rizzy, or whatever. Just switch my name backwards. I'll just cut all this off. Like, bro, just live the easy life in Costa Rica with. Like, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy that you can actually do that. One instance, you could just with the right amount of money, just cut everything off, add on a few additions, if you know what I'm saying, and put yourself back out there, and they're just like, oh wow, like, you're so beautiful. Like, yeah, I know, bitch. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, like, that's something that really needs to be touched knee deep. And I know my boy Matt Walsh tried to get it into the heads of the community, but it's crazy because it's pride. It's actual pride. And you want to know something that's crazy about pride that it comes with? It comes with the fact that there's something that you don't want to accept. Like, there's something deep down that you don't want to accept. For me as a black man, I can accept the fact that slavery happened. I can accept that happened years ago, and I am my ancestors, but I do not have to repeat the generational curse. I don't have to repeat the same cycle that my ancestors and my elders repeated after me, or maybe before me. I don't have to keep doing that because it's a new day and age, and I have to move on. So it's no longer a generational curse anymore. It's being broken because we have to accept the truth that slavery happened, and that there is racism, there was, and there always will be racism. But we just gotta move along because we now live in a new day and age where we have a voice now. We can go out. See, we don't have pride. We don't have any pride. We only have trauma. That's the only thing that differentiates black people from the gay community, is we actually have trauma. We have something that literally is tied to us because our ancestors went through so much freaking pain that shit was passed on from generation to generation, and it just so happened to end up in this generation. And it's like, that's why we got people out there screaming black power, but without anything really behind it. Like, yeah, there's police brutality, but did you also know that back in the day it wasn't just the police? You know, that's one of the reasons why that trauma is so deep. Here it may just be the police, it may just be bad apples in the police, but hear me out when I say back then, just search up Jesse Washington, and that's all I gotta say. Like, we could seriously, I forgot we have the internet here. Yeah, you see that? You see that right there? That shit is not happening now, and I encourage everybody to look that up before I cross back over to the reason why I brought this up. So, it's pride, right? We can't come to the conclusion of what is a woman. You can staple yourself as a woman because it's pride. There's no trauma behind that. There's no trauma behind that at all. Nobody back in the day was just like, oh, you're a woman? Oh, wait a minute, you're a man. You're a man. That's a man. Oh my gosh, it's a man. Kick him out the club. Get him out of here. Like, kick him out the function. Get him out of my restaurant. But I see that bulge in your pants, you disgusting man. You're not a woman like the rest of these birth givers. Like, and they just kick, like, there's no trauma to it. Yeah, some people get beat up because they were gay, but there's also niggas that got beat up because they were black. There's also people that got beat up because we played Smash Bros in the fucking hallway. There's also people that got beat up just because they got beat up. They don't know why the hell they got beat up. There's a lot of people that get beat up because they're just there. They're just standing there. They're just in that vicinity. There's people that get beat up because they look the wrong way. There's people that get beat up because they sneezed, because they coughed, because they blinked, because they breathed in somebody's vicinity. There's people that get beat up for so many reasons, and yet we're gonna care about people that get beat up because they're gay, because they feel like, bro, they feel threatened, they feel scared in this world. Like, bro, I feel more scared than them. Because I could get beat up because I'm black and I'm straight. It's like, I could get beat up by a cop because I'm black and I'm straight because, one, I'm black, and two, I'm not progressive. He's like, I'm beating you up because you're black and you're not accepting the gay culture. Like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, bro, I could get beat up because I'm black and I don't talk the right way. Like, I talk very proper to a degree, because I still have some country features in me, in my Duolingo, but I still try to keep it somewhere educated, somewhere, you know, not too pompous and not too hoodish, but, you know, I can still get beat up. Bro, my family protected me, because if I went over to the East Side school instead of going to the Northeast school, I'm telling you, I was a real nerd. I probably would have got beat up if I went to the East school. If I went to the East Side school instead of the Northeast school, in the Northeast school, I got bullied, okay? Because I was black and I loved anime. And down in the East Side school, I probably would have got beat up just because I'm black, I talk proper, and I watch anime. But low key, nowadays, it's all cool. It's cool now. It's cool now if you watch anime. Back then, if you watched anime and you were black and then you had this type of Duolingo, like, hey guys, like, yeah, you getting beat up. But, dog, back then, I freely remember that gays were highly accepted. They knew where they were. They knew where they were in the world. They were just like, I'm gay and I do my thing. Like I do my thing. Nobody really cared, you know? But right now, it almost seems like I'm gay. I do my thing. But you need to respect that thing. Like, oh, whoa, wait, we don't need to respect that thing. Why? Because you're homophobic? Like, or because you hate me as a gay person, like, or you don't respect me as a gay person. That's the pride. It's the pride, you know. It's the actual gay pride. It's crazy because the gay pride, and I know just to clarify something before I touch into that. This is the Jungle of Love podcast, so I'm saying all this with love behind it because I care. You know, if I'm saying all this and people are just like, oh, he hates the gay community, and I'm just like, bro, what? I love the bro. Don't get it wrong. I love the gay community. I love when people express who they truly are deep inside. But it's when this is where I counter it with my own type of care. I don't like when people start spreading these ideologies out to people, because you don't see black people spreading out the ideology of slavery. Like, hey, brother, you need to probably, watch your tone, because back in the day, black people didn't used to be sitting up in the front of the restaurant, okay? And it's like, what? If somebody is doing that, bro, you have the liberty to tell them, like, hey, man, I don't want to hear that right now. Like, I know that happened. I'm very sorry. I just want to move on with this world, and maybe we could, try to make amends here or something. Like, bro, like, you don't see us out there just like, you don't care about slavery? Well, here's some books. You need to read this. Like, bro, low key, some of us will get mad that you don't care, or if you don't care, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna try to force this on you. We're just gonna get mad because you don't know it, but we don't want to force it on you. Like, look what you did. Look what you did to us. Like, dog, like, that's the least that we would want to we want to do. As a black race, like, I know we're better than that. That's one of the reasons why I think we haven't really, like, did too much. We haven't really did too much. We haven't really, gotten to there. We haven't gotten to there yet. But touching back on this, right? So yeah, not figuring out what is a woman to distinguish this, and now we have this pride here where it's not trauma, right? It's not trauma, it's just pride. It's somebody not accepting what is true. This is how we have literally gotten to where you can kind of be almost anything in here. You can kind of be almost anything. Because if I truly wanted to, right, I could say that I'm an actual bunny. I could say I'm a bunny. Or I could say I'm a dog. I could really live my life as a dog. If I truly, highly believed that I am a dog or I am a bunny, I was dedicated to just being that, right? And people had to respect it, or I'm taking it to high court. I am taking it to high court. I'm not letting anybody leave out of here until you address me as the bunny. Like, yeah, bro. I could probably get my name, like, bro, we now have to address a whole group of people that nowhere, I did not see them come out the woodwork. I did not see them work their way up. Like, I did not see them work their way up, bro. These dang Zays and Zims, I did not see them work their way up, bruh. Like for certain people, you gotta work your way up. Like for trannies, like you didn't work your way up, bro. You didn't work your way up. The real gays know what I'm talking about. The real gays know what I'm talking about, bro. Because the real gays in this world don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care about none of this. They actually hate this movement. They actually hate it. Like, they actually hate it. Like, the real gays are looking at you gays, and they're looking like, bro, y'all are making us look bad. This looks bad, man. I step out of my house, and I can't even, like, dress the way I want to dress, because then they're gonna look at me and think, oh, he's gay and he needs special privilege. Like, fuck. Like, now you see how I feel, bro. Like, that's why me and the real gays actually connect, because if they understood what is happening right now, then they understand what we were dealing with coming out of that era. Because it's like, oh, he's black, he needs special privilege, he needs to understand that we're not racist. Oh, he's gay, oh, so we need to make sure he understands that we're not homophobic, he needs special privilege. Like, they know. They're like, bro, I just want to be gay in my household, like in my own time. I just want to do what I want to do. I don't want all this limelight. Like, oh, you're gay, hey, like, bro. That's where and that's where I feel like we need to draw the line. We need to draw the line. With all love and care behind my heart, we need to draw the line, because we're confusing the masses here. We need to make sure to let these people know, like, hey, man, I don't care. You know, we should not care if they do believe that they are a woman. We are taking away the true definition of what a woman is. A woman is a female. Okay? You can't just let anybody. You did not work up for this. You did not work up to deserve to call yourself a woman over an actual woman. Actual women are out here giving birth, right? They're giving birth, and they're actually, you know, fucking putting themselves through it. Back in the day with no anesthesia, like none of that shit. Like, nothing to really block out the pain. They just had to let that shit rip, like, and they, bro, nothing. And then you got this one dude that just, like, takes a dress, flops it out, he's like, huh, puts it on. I feel like a woman. I am a woman. I am better than you, woman. Like, bro, like, hold up. How are we letting them get away with this? And then people are defending the non-women. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, people are defending the non-women like these men are not out here just like, hey, I'm a woman. And I'm the real woman here, okay? The men that you keep messing over, they come over to me, and I get it on. Like, bro, that's crazy. They really out here, like, dog. And I feel like women are in this bind where it's like men don't want to approach, and it's because of the fact that there's so much going on right now that we haven't seen yet. We just haven't seen it. I see it. A couple of my homies see it. A few of my homegirls see it. Like, we see it. We see what's going on. The masses are really trying to push this agenda. Man. And it's taken away from, like, the actual fun of being with the opposite sex. Like, being with the opposite sex is pretty fun. It's a pretty fun ride, you know. It's pretty cool. After, you know, bro, after everything is said and done, you look back on it and it becomes like a joke. It literally becomes something of a what's it called? Like a comedy. Something to really think back on, like, wow, it's the experience. People are missing that experience because we're trying to figure out what is a woman over here when we know the legitimate answer. I don't know why people don't want to offend. We know the legitimate answer. Do I have to search it back up? A woman? And a woman is a female? And so a female is somebody of the donating... of or donating the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs? Are we forgetting this? Why are we making this so hard for everybody? And one of the things that I know for a fact, that I know everybody else may feel the same way, is I don't have time for that. Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that at all, bro. We don't want to do that. That's too much stuff that we need to take into consideration. A woman is now actually somebody that can be a woman. He can be a woman. He can actually go from a man to a woman and then be a woman. Like, bro, to be a man, even the women that come over to be a man, they understand. They're like, bro, what the fuck? Nobody said hi to me today. Nobody give a fuck about my life. Nobody cares if I trip, fall. I could die right now, and everybody's like, oh shit, that's sad. Well, look at this. This girl just showed her titties on Instagram, and now my death is kind of just getting pushed to the side. I could literally get into an accident and people will be like, oh damn, that's tough, bruh. You better have some better insurance. You gotta have some good insurance, bruh. Like, laughing in my face. Bro, as a man, you get the worst treatment because you are supposed to. That's what makes us so unbelievably strong. We've been through a lot. We've been through so much shit that when the world really tests us, that's when we should be battle ready. We gotta be battle ready because the world is testing us the most, because we need to be ready to protect. And dog, you know, them crossing over to our life, they just like, bro, whoa, my god, what the fuck? And some hang in there. Some can actually hang in there because this is what they want. This is what they want. But a man being a woman, I mean, yeah, the ones that do that, they do it, but then you got the ones that do it, and now they're saying that they're women. That they're bona fide women. That a woman can be anything. That's highly delusional. Because we know the definition. It's crazy. It's like, bro, you should really ask. Like, what is the definition of a woman? So a woman is a female. Okay, what is a female? And then you go search up a female, and here's the definition right here. I don't know how. Like, it just makes me feel like, dude, how did we get this flip-flopped? How did we confuse the world that a woman can be anything now? Because at that point, like, for women, it almost seems like the world just tossed you to the side, and like, women were trying so hard to be in the spotlight, and then they just got tossed to the side by men, but those particular men, like. Because, bro, you want to know what's sad? I feel like a Marvel's movie with all transgender actors could actually... the Marvels, but it's transgender actors. And then it's like them actually done up. Would be an interesting... That would be an interesting movie, because that movie would go so well in the box office for the LGBTQ. Like, that's crazy, bro. Because the Marvels did not... It didn't hit. But... tranny marbles. That's interesting because it's like, hold up, bro. everybody knows, and you know that these are not women on the screen. They're like, whoa, that's a masculine ass nigga. Hold up, bro. Who was that? Like, he just pops down. I'm Sharkeesh. I'm like, oh shit, got a mean ass right hook, nigga. Got a mean ass right hook. Look at that, yo. Motherfucker's built like. Where's the action? Like, oh, bro, why is he in a dress though? Or even worse, he lands down. Where's the action? Like, bro, nah. And if we really got down to like to what is a woman, even more, they are the masters of seduction. So it's like, you know, a man could encapsulate the seductive nature, but a woman is most definitely can be two things. Most definitely a serpent or a fallen angel. Like, most definitely can be both. Because there's a chemical that is released from them when they're around us, and that chemical literally brings us into attraction, and they can manipulate that to make us feel, make us do almost anything. Like, it is a source of a manipulator, or a manipulation. But here's the thing, like, I think we've gotten to this point where, like in South Park, we need strong women. I think what men really want is just somebody that you know, relies on them. Somebody that wants to rely on them. I think that's because like the strong independent woman type is cool, but then it's like, what telling us this, like, what do you need us for? Like, that's where I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Men really want somebody to just depend on them, and they like it, but you know, depend and also help them out. Like, oh, like, can you help me open this jar type shit. Like, I remember there was a girl at my workspace, and she was just like, yo, I need your help. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And she was like, can you like open this lid? I've been trying to open it, and my nails, I can't do it. I was like, okay, bet. Just pop that sucker open, and then she was like, thank you. And I felt good about that. Like, somebody needed my help, and I was able to assist. I was able to help out. Felt good. It felt good. And what would have been weird, right? Is if she's just like, and I'm just like, hey, you need help? No, I don't need no help. I don't need your help, especially, you man. I can do this myself. like, okay, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, she's still struggling. Like, bro, like, what's wrong with you? What, do you need help or not? I don't need your help. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. I'm sorry. You don't need my help. You're right. You don't need my help. Like, bro, that's, I think, and then, bro, I think that's literally what's happening here, man. Cause it would be nice for a woman. It would be nice for a woman to just ask for help. Like, cause we will always help. You know what's crazy is because they're like cats. We will always help. What do you need help with? If a man sees a woman struggling with a flat tire, instinct is to just help. Like, we're gonna help. And we got to this point where we don't want to help because now help is starting to be manipulative. But our instinct has always been to just help, because a crying female is like a meowing cat. It's like, oh, what, fuck. Like, bro, in all those movies, I'm telling you, bro, have you ever seen those movies where, I'm gonna just link this up later. Have you ever seen those movies where the dude is out, he escaped, he got out, he's already out there, he's on the road, he's in the car, he's getting ready to put the key in the ignition, and then he hears, no! David, help! He's like, oh, David, bitch! Oh! He gets out the car and he goes back to save her. Yeah, bro, that's that instinct to help, bro. Even if, like, that's not his girl, the instinct to help. Because, like, oh man, can we leave? We like, homies expect homies to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll help our homies, but we expect them to catch up. We expect them to be on par with us. But them, we don't expect them to be on par with us. So hearing that, no! Like, David, bitch, I told you to run. Like, bro, oh my god. But yeah, like, that's one of the things that's crazy. Is like, that's why dogs are so interested in cats, and we're so interested in cats too, because they are initially females. And that's when a dog trying to replicate a cat it's hard to do, very hard to do. A dog could possibly do it, but it would have to be trained or raised around cats, like, because cats have an intricate way of thinking, and the way that they can sense the world and really just, you know, operate in the world. They are the hustlers, the real hustlers of society, bruh. They have hustled their way into over 50 million homes, as much as women have hustled their way into 50 million OnlyFans. Like, like, bro, it's and now we're really confusing the masses on what is a woman. Like, come on now. This is not even the animal kingdom has screwed this up. The animal kingdom lives a traditional way of life, and it also changes too. Like, the animal kingdom changes along with the pride of the herd. Like, they all change. They all, you know, operate in certain ways, but it's traditions. And you don't ever see, like, lions just having this, or any other animals having this upbringing of just like, rah, 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 rah. It's like, rah, 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 like, rah, 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 like, no. Yeah, okay, alright, bro, like, what the hell's going on out there? Like, apparently that lion told the rest of the herd that they have to respect him now because he's now a woman. And he's now a woman, okay? He's no longer a man, he is a woman. Are you sure you're not just fucking around? Because that, I don't know, bro, that's weird. Like, I'm telling you, bro, this world is starting to become confusing to me, but I'm really just gonna leave it at that right there, man. The world is really becoming confusing to me, because, and come after me on this video too, like, if you want, we can debate it, we can Zoom call, we can do whatever, but until then, I don't know who can prove me wrong that a woman is a female and a female is a woman. So we cannot just have people out here saying that they're women without having to go through the female process. You call yourself a trans man, you transitioned. Like, that's going too far. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about here. Just wanted to get that off, you know, off my bars. Just wanted to get my bars off. So yeah, I'll probably catch y'all on the next one. This is your boy CP Couch Potato signing off for the Rose Boy Dizzy Jungle of Love podcast. Yo, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. And we'll probably be touching on a topic that is probably gonna stir the pot. But let's see where we at right now. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.